So in this video, we're going to look at a different method of factoring when a is not equal to 1, and this method of factoring is called the bottoms-up method. So here's what you do. So you're always going to start off by first checking for a GCF like we normally do when we're factoring. Then you're going to multiply a times c, and then go ahead and rewrite the trinomial as x squared plus bx plus ac. And then we'll factor this new trinomial, divide both factors by a, and then use bottoms up to write the final factored form. So let's see what this looks like. So you can see here we have 3x squared plus 10x plus 8. So this is an ax squared plus bx plus c form, right? So we go ahead and multiply a times c, which gives us 3 times 8, which is 24. So now we need to go ahead and rewrite this trinomial as x squared plus 10x plus 24. And so we're going to work on factoring this trinomial right here. So you know that we need two factors of 24 that are going to add up to 10. 24 is positive and 10 is positive, so we're going to leave all our factors as positive. So if I write out the factors of 24, that's going to be 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, and 4 and 6. Okay, so if we add them together, you can see the correct combination is 4 and 6. So I'm not going to rewrite this as x plus 4 times x plus 6. Well, x plus 4 times x plus 6 is not my final answer because that's the factors of this trinomial. I want the factors of the original one, and so you can see here in the original one, the a value is equal to 3. So what I need to do now is I need to take both of these factors and put them over 3. So I have x plus 4 over 3 times x plus 6 over 3. So now what I need to do is I need to reduce these fractions whenever possible. Well, 4 over 3 is already reduced, so I'm just going to leave that as 4 over 3. And then the 6 over 3, well, you can see 6 divided by 3 is 2, right? So now I need to do bottoms up, which means if I have anything in the denominator, that's going to come in front and become the coefficient of x. So this will now become 3x plus 4 times x plus 2. Okay, you can see that is the fully factored form of the original trinomial. If you don't believe me, you can actually go ahead and multiply these two binomials together and see that it does in fact give you 3x squared plus 10x plus 8. So now let's try another one just for practice. So here we have one that is an ax squared plus bx plus c form, right? So a times c is equal to 4 times negative 3, which is equal to negative 12. So now we need factors of negative 12. Well, 12 is negative, so we need a positive and a negative factor. B is negative, so I'm going to go ahead and make all my bigger factors negative. So my factors are 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. So if we make all the bigger ones negative, you can see that the correct combination is 1 and negative 12. So I have my trinomial here, right? So my x squared minus 11x minus 12. And then what I do now is I go ahead and write this as x plus 1 times x minus 12. Okay, so now I need to go ahead and divide by a, right? So my a value is equal to 4. So I have x plus 1 over 4 times x minus 12 over 4. Okay, so I'm going to reduce these fractions whenever possible. So x plus 1 over 4 is going to stay. And then I have x minus 12 over 4, which is 3. Now we do bottoms up, so this 4 comes in front, and now I'm going to end up with 4x plus 1 times x minus 3. Okay, so that is now our fully factored answer. So now for practice, you can go ahead and pause the video and try factoring this trinomial on your own. So here, once again, I used the bottoms up method, so I did a times c, which gave me negative 36. So I rewrote this as x squared plus 5x minus 36. The two factors of negative 36 that will add up to positive 5 are negative 4 and 9. So I have x minus 4 times x plus 9, and then I go ahead and divide both my factors by 4. So I have x minus 4 over 4, x plus 9 over 4. So 4 over 4 reduces to 1. 9 over 4 doesn't reduce, but I go ahead and do my bottoms up. So I have 4x plus 9, and then I multiply that by x minus 1.